Good evening, everyone. Sorry, my network kicked me out earlier. I just got back. So I would try to share my slide now. So yesterday, we talked about commonly mispronounced words, and I gave a task for us to do. How many of us were able to use the AI platform to further practice the words? If you were able to use the AI platform to practice the words, please let me know. Also, I ask that we come up with short story that isn't more than 3 sentences to also help us practice the words. So please provide your words, as that is what we will be using to practice in the breakout room tonight. Okay, peace. It feels good to know that you were able to practice. So did you enjoy the activity? How many words were you able to pronounce correctly? Were you also able to go through the ones you couldn't pronounce? You can please unmute yourself. Please, you can unmute yourself. Share your experience with us so that others who couldn't do it might want to consider doing it as well. So share your experience with us. Unmute yourself, please. Please unmute yourself. Please, can you hear me? Okay. I think this is not ready to talk. Okay, Mariam also said I did. So Mariam, would you like to tell us your experience about how you did that and what it feels like? Were you able to pronounce all your words correctly? Or is there anyone you mispronounced? If you'd like to do that, please unmute. Good evening, Mariam.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, so please share your experience with us.
Sorry, say again, please.
Share your experience with us about the AI platform.
Okay, I was able to use the AI platform. I got some of them correctly, but there are some I didn't get correctly. So I was practicing it actually. So I think I'm getting somewhere with it. Yes.
Okay, so were you able to, how many words did you mispronounce?
I just mispronounced about 2 of them.
Okay, so were you able to go to the dictionary to clarify the right pronunciation?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
it feels good to know. And I
Yes,
hope you would explore it any other time
yes,
as
but I have,
well.
please. Was there any live section yesterday?
Yes, we had a live session yesterday, and that was where we talked about the usage of the AI app.
Yes, it was today I was watching it. I didn't know there was a live section yesterday.
Okay. The live sessions are usually held on Fridays and on Saturdays, same time, 8 p.m.
It's all right then. Okay, noted. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Right.
So
Thanks.
please mute yourself. You're welcome.
All right.
So the words again that we went through yesterday, I will list them out now. For the sake of those that couldn't join, we were asked to go use any of the AI apps or AI platform we're concerned with to practice the words. And the second assignment was for us to come up with a short passage that isn't more than 3 sentences. Pick any 3 words out of all the words we learned yesterday and make a short passage. That should be about 3 sentences. And that is what we're going to use tonight to practice in our breakout rooms. So if you have your story ready, please send it to the, what's it called now? The comment section, send it to the chat so we can go through it together and we go for breakout room. I'm trying to get yesterday words, the words we learned yesterday, but I can't find it. If you have yesterday words, if you have a screenshot of it, or maybe you wrote it out, could you please send it to the WhatsApp group? I can't find it. If you have the words we practiced together yesterday, can you please send a copy of it to the WhatsApp group? Okay, I got it. So we have fatal. So instead of saying fatal, the right pronunciation is fatal. We have expatiate, not expatiate. Expade, there is no pan in that word, expatiate. We have breakfast. It's not breakfast. The word is break. The E and the A there sounds like as an egg. Breakfast. We also have calendar. Calendar and not calendar. We have antenatal, antenatal, and not antenatal. We have cleanliness, cleanliness, instead of cleanliness. Capable and not capable. Necessary, necessary, necessary. We also have forehead, forehead instead of forehead. Chocolate instead of chocolate. We have chocolate. We also have work and walk. So we have work and walk. And of course, we have empty. I explained yesterday that the P is not silent, empty. Estates, not estate. Estates and not estate. We also have ego. Instead of ego, say ego. And lastly, we have despite. So these were the words we learned yesterday, and we were asked to practice them and also make past sentences to form a passage with them. Please, if you have your passage or your short story, please send it to the chat. Remember, it shouldn't be more than 3 sentences. So let me go through it again. Fatal, fatal. Excuse me, do not say fatal. Expatiate, don't say expand, say expatiate. Breakfast, do not say breakfast, breakfast. Calendar, calendar. Antenatal, not antenna, antenatal. Cleanliness, Please listen, it's important you hear the difference so you can speak it. Cleanliness. We have capable and not capable. Capable. Necessary, necessary, necessary. Forehead and not forehead. Chocolate, chocolate and not chocolate. Work, work. And then we have walk. Work has to do with what you do, where you work. And then we have walk. That is what you do with your leg. Take a walk. Empty. The P is not silent, even though it's not audible. Empty. Estate. Do not say estate. Ego. Don't say ego. And lastly, we have despite. Do not say despite, say despite. Despite. The sentence, the passage shouldn't be more than 3 sentences, Joy. This is a lot. It shouldn't be more than 3 sentences. I believe this is more than 3 sentences. Okay, so let's go through the words together. The sentence together, rather. Only Joy has sent hers. This is what we're working on today. It means if we don't have sentences, we might just have to go back home. It means we're not ready for tonight's class. Okay, so Joyce says, objective monitoring by Nigeria is crucial for road and infrastructure project. According to the Ministry of Work, expatiate is different from expatriate. Please check your spelling. Expatiates, there should be an S, the importance of cleanliness on roads to prevent fatal accidents with a particular focus on adhering to speed limits on new infrastructure. Okay, it's 3 sentences, just that they're quite long sentences. So I'll take it again. Pay attention to words that you might be mispronouncing. Please stop asking for AI panel or something. Objective monitoring by Nigeria, not Nigeria, Nigeria, is crucial for road and infrastructure project. According to the Ministry of Work, expatiate the importance of cleanliness on roads to prevent fatal accidents with a particular focus on adhering to speed limits on new infrastructure. Okay, another story by Oluwabumi. She says, as she walked out of the office after a long day's work, Emma's eyes landed on a small chocolate shop. Despite the stress she'd endured. I have just 2 passages. Perhaps those 2 people who have sent theirs will just have to practice with me and then we end the session. I mentioned this yesterday that we would be using this passage to go for breakout rooms tonight. But if we do not have sentences to practice, it means that we don't have to be here. So the 2 people that have submitted theirs, or perhaps one says 9:30, I would not allow any more submission. Those that have submitted theirs would have to just use theirs to practice along with me, and that will be all for tonight. So Olubumi's story again. As she walked out of the office after a long day's work, Emma's eyes landed, I didn't say landed on a small chocolate shop. Despite the stress she'd endured. Once is 9:30 again, or is it 8:30, excuse me. This is past 8, yes, 8:30. Once it's 8:30, I would not take any more story submission. We have 54 people right here, and I have just, I think 2 more people have submitted. I have just 4 submissions. So even if some people were not live yesterday, I believe 50% of those live tonight were live yesterday, and you're supposed to have your short passage. That's why I said it shouldn't be more than 3 sentences, because I understand you have other things to do. So once is 8:30. This is 8:22. In another 8 minutes, I would not attend to any stories that I sent after then. Okay. Mary Rose says, please, it shouldn't be more than 3 sentences so that we would be able to go through everyone's reading. On the first day of her new job, Ada felt both nervous and capable, ready to prove herself. I didn't say herself. She knew it was necessary to stay organized, so she carefully marked all her deadlines on the office calendar. Each day, she checked it religiously planning her task and staying ahead. We have 3 sentences already, so I'll stop at staying ahead. Again, on the first day of her new job, Ada felt both nervous and capable, ready to prove herself. She knew it was necessary to stay organized, so she carefully marked all her deadlines on the office calendar. Each day, she checked it religiously, planning her tasks and staying ahead. Okay? Okay. Somebody said she wasn't live yesterday. Okay. Vidich said, we admired her work, despite knowing her ego made her difficult to approach. Okay, I like that. Again, we admired her, not her work, despite knowing her ego. I needed to link the R in and the vowel in ego. Her ego made her difficult to approach, not approach, approach. The letter A there makes the sure sound. Maureen, this says 8:25. What is 8:90? 8:30. Stories sent after then won't be attended to. Maureen, the tank is empty. We both had breakfast together this morning. My legs hurt after a long walk. Your sentences have lots of sound, so pay attention to that. The tank is empty. We both had breakfast together this morning. My legs hurt after a long walk. Esther, I was capable to expatiate the fatal accident to the Ministry of Work officer who worked to witness the accident. Then the chocolate was enough for their breakfast. I was capable to expatiate the fatal accident to the Ministry of Work officer who woke to witness the accident. Then the chocolate was enough for their breakfast. Peace. Despite her love for chocolate, don't open your mouth too wide. Despite her love for chocolate, Amara maintained strict cleanliness during her antenatal visits, knowing it was necessary for her baby's health. Work was stressful, but she stayed positive, refusing to let fatal thoughts cloud her joy. I'll take it again. Despite her love for chocolate, Amara maintained strict cleanliness during her antenatal visits, knowing it was necessary for her baby's health. Work was stressful, but she stayed positive, refusing to let fatal thoughts cloud her joy. I'm taking just 3 sentences. Blessing. There's a lady that resides on the estate that always take a walk every morning. Who? Are you talking about humans? It's preferred to use the word who instead of that. Who always take a walk every morning. But she had a fatal accident yesterday, and the doctor said it's necessary for her to be admitted in the hospital. There's a lady that resides on the estate that always take a walk every morning. She had a fatal accident yesterday, and the doctor said it's necessary for her to be admitted in the hospital. The Aiken Hospital shouldn't be in capital letter because it's not a proper noun. Janet, I always have chocolate drink for breakfast before going to work. Despite feeling tired, she knew it was necessary to maintain cleanliness in her home. I always have chocolate drink for breakfast before going to work. Despite feeling tired, she knew it was necessary to maintain cleanliness in her home. As I read, if there are any words that you're not sure of my pronunciations, you can write it in the chat. Because once I'm done reading, we go for breakout room where you go practice with others. You read your own passage to others. So it means that those that don't have passages might not be able to join the breakout room. You read your passage to others, let them, excuse me, let them give feedback if there are any words you had mispronounced or if you did well. Despite the ego of Mr. Kalu and his acquired estate, he has a fatal accident working along the road. He was unable to do his task marked on the calendar. Okay? He had a fatal accident. Despite the ego of Mr. Kalu and his acquired estate, he had a fatal accident working along the road. He was unable to do his task marked on the calendar. Tessie, as I took a walk through the empty streets, I couldn't help but expatiate on the idea of creating a new chocolate-themed cafe, but my business partner warned that it wouldn't work due to the fatal economic downturn predicted for the next quarter, which was clearly marked on our calendar. Again, as I took a walk through the empty streets, I couldn't help but expatiate on the idea of creating a new chocolate-themed cafe. But my business partner warned that it wouldn't work due to the fatal economic downturn predicted for the next quarter, which was clearly marked on our calendar. This is 12:31. So any story signs, I will not attend to them again. Yetunde says, the women went for antenatal clinic before going to work today. She took the necessary permission from her boss. She walked across the street to buy chocolate. The woman went for antenatal clinic before going to work today. She took the necessary permission from her boss. She walked across the street to buy chocolate. Dr. Esther, I was capable to expatiate the fatal accident to the Ministry of Work officer who worked, I've read this before. I think I've read this before. Who worked to witness the accident. Then the chocolate was enough for their breakfast. I took hot chocolate drink for breakfast with my brother who lived on the same estate with me. I took hot chocolate drink for breakfast with my brother who lived on the same estate with me. Well done, Christy. Oluwaseun says she doesn't have necessary skills for the work despite her credentials. She don't need despite her credentials. She doesn't have the necessary skills for the work despite her credentials. Noah, cleanliness is important in every part of life. It keeps us healthy and happy. To stay clean, it is necessary to develop good habits like washing hands and keeping our surroundings tidy. I'll stop there. Again, cleanliness is important in every part of life. It keeps us healthy and happy. To stay clean, it is necessary to develop good habits like washing hands and keeping our surroundings. Iron. A capable wife wakes up early in the morning to prepare meals for members of her household. This is very necessary for family success. The family head expatiates the need for family cooperation. Very necessary. Let me check that. I want to confirm if we could use very with necessary. I've seen people use it, but I do not subscribe to it. But let me see how. Okay, my device is loading. I'll read again while it loads. A capable wife wakes up early in the morning to prepare meals for members of her household. This is very necessary for family success. The family head expatiates the need for family cooperation. Necessary is the same as essential. So let me look at collocation that can be used with necessary. My phone is loading. The network is kind of poor. Okay, you can do absolutely necessary. We can say really necessary, strictly necessary, absolutely necessary. But according to the Oxford Dictionary, there is no entry for very necessary. So I recommend you use words like absolutely necessary, strictly necessary, or really necessary instead of very necessary. Blessing. It is important to practice cleanliness in order to avoid a fatal incident. Despite the ups and downs in your daily activities, especially after breakfast, it is important to practice cleanliness in order to avoid a fatal incident. Despite the ups and downs in your daily activities, especially breakfast, Shalade says, at breakfast, I checked my calendar and realized I had an antenatal appointment. I had to walk through the estate to get a taxi to the hospital. I love your story. Straightforward and short. At breakfast, I checked my calendar and realized I had an antenatal appointment. I had to walk through the estate to get a taxi to the hospital. Dritch. My forehead hurts as I walked into the estate with the calendar in my hands, as I witnessed the fatal accident that occurred on the road. The man's ego has caused him a problem that is not necessary. My forehead hurts as I walk into the estate with the calendar in my hands, as I witnessed the fatal accident that occurred on the road. The man's ego, the man's ego has caused him problems that is not necessary. Okay, before I answer your question, Mrs. Ekundayo, let me see if there's any more reading before 12:30. Okay, that's all. Okay, so Deborah says, I will make necessary arrangements for breakfast. Maureen, the word is capable. 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 Can you expatiate more on verbal abuse? Is it a question? Can you expatiate more on verbal abuse? I think it's just a reading. There's no question mark. Okay. Okay. Somebody says, I'm not seeing what you're reading. What I'm reading is in the chat. Though I'm sharing my screen, so I expect that you see it. But if you're not seeing it, go to the chat, it's right there. So I'll go through the reading one more time. As I go through the reading, write words that you're not sure of their pronunciations, or words that you're not clear of my pronunciation. After the reading, we go for breakout room. In the breakout room, you take your own reading. You take your reading, others listen, and they give feedback. I'll read just once. I'll read each passage once. Earlier, I read it twice. I'm going to read just once now. So please listen attentively. My forehead hurts as I walk into the estate with the calendar in my hands, as I witnessed the fatal accident that occurred on the road. The man's ego has caused him a problem that is not necessary. At breakfast, I checked my calendar and realized I had an antenatal appointment. I had to walk through the estate to get a taxi to the hospital. It is important to practice cleanliness in order to avoid a fatal incident. Despite the ups and downs in your daily activities, especially after breakfast, a capable wife wakes up early in the morning to prepare meals for members of her household. This is absolutely necessary for family success. The family head expatiates the need for family cooperation. Cleanliness is important in every part of life. It keeps us healthy and happy. To stay clean, it is necessary to develop good habits like washing hands and keeping our surroundings tidy. I'll take just 3 sentences. She doesn't have the necessary skills for the work despite her credentials. I took hot chocolate drink for breakfast with my brother who lives on the same estate with me. I was capable to expatiate the fatal accident to the Ministry of Work officer who walked to witness the accident. Then the chocolate was enough for their breakfast. The woman went for antenatal clinic before going to work today. She took the necessary permission from her boss. She walked across the street to buy chocolate. As I took a walk through the empty streets, I couldn't help but expatiate on the idea of creating a new chocolate-themed cafe. But my business partner warned that it wouldn't work due to the fatal economic downturn predicted for the next quarter, which was clearly marked on our calendar. Despite the ego of Mr. Kalu and his acquired estate, he has a fatal accident working along the road. He was unable to do his task marked on his calendar. I always have chocolate drink for breakfast before going to work. Despite feeling tired, she knew it was necessary to maintain cleanliness in her home. There's a lady that resides on the estate that always take a walk every morning, but she had a fatal accident yesterday, and the doctor said it's necessary for her to be admitted in the hospital. Yesterday, I said that fatal leads to death. So someone who has a fatal accident is expected to not be alive. Despite her love for chocolate, Amara maintained strict cleanliness during her antenatal visits, knowing it was necessary for her baby's health. Work was stressful, but she stayed positive, refusing to let fatal thoughts cloud her joy. The tank is empty. We both had breakfast together this morning. My legs hurt after a long walk. We admired her work, despite knowing her ego made her difficult to approach. On the first day of her new job, Ada felt both nervous and capable, ready to prove herself. She knew it was necessary to stay organized, so she carefully marked all her deadlines, on the office calendar. Each day, she checked it religiously, planning her task and staying ahead. Objective monitoring by Nigeria is crucial for road and infrastructure projects. According to the Minister of Work, he expatiated the importance of cleanliness on roads to prevent fatal accidents, with a particular focus on adhering to speed limits on new infrastructure. As she walked out of the office after a long day's work, Emma's eyes landed on a small chocolate shop, despite the stress she'd endured. Okay, that's it. Do I have any question? I said that I would not take any reading after 8:30. So reading sent after 8:30, I won't take them. But of course, you can read them in when you get to your breakout room. Forade, forade. The H should not be heard. Forade. Okay, I've been able to take all of it. So proceed for our breakout rooms now. So I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms. Tonight, the exercise we're doing in the breakout room is for you to read your short passage. Read your short passage to others, and they give feedback. And when we come back, we can talk about words that you think someone has read or pronounced that you felt is not correct. So I would open up breakout rooms now. Once I open them, you would get feedback. You get a notification asking you to join. Please join the breakout rooms. Just click on join. If something happens and you are logged out, just join again. Join the Zoom session again, and I will add you. I might not add you to the same room, that's it. But I would add you to a breakout room. So please join your breakout room. Join your breakout room. The rooms are opened. Join your breakout rooms, and the rooms will be closed in about 40 minutes because we have 6 people in each breakout rooms. And you can at least have 3 minutes each to practice. Join your breakout room, read your passage to others, and let them give feedback. Join your breakout room, please. Join your breakout room, please. Yeah, welcome back, everyone. How did the breakout room go? How did the breakout room go? If you have questions or if there are words that you heard people pronounce or read during the breakout room and you're unsure of the pronunciation, please send it. Please send it. Please send the question here. If there are words that you're unsure of its pronunciation or you need clarity on during the breakout room, please send it here. I have been on standby here all through the breakout session. And for everyone that was logged out, immediately you join and I get a notification, I add you back. So I wonder why people keep complaining. I am not the one to add you to the breakout room. I'm just to assign you to the breakout room. You get a notification on your phone to join. I've been sitting down here since the breakout room started, looking at my laptop. So no one was left hanging or not attended to. It is either you didn't know how to go about it to join, because you have to click on the join button so you can join back. Mine is to assign you. Okay, I have a few words here. The first is breakfast, break, bre, as in egg. Breakfast, that's the word. It's quite a simple word. As in egg. Breakfast. Fatal. Fatal, not fatal. Stomach. 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 Infrastructure. 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 Focus. Focus. Work. Work. Cleanliness. Cleanliness. The teamwork in room 6 is top notch. Good one. Advised. Advised. The ED sounds like a T. Forward. 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 Despite. Don't say despite. Say despite. Antenatal. Antenatal. Expatiate. Expatiate. Breakfast. Breakfast. Forward. Forward. Estate. Estate. Expatiate. Expatiate. Focus. Focus. Work. Work. Walk. Walk. Room 2 is okay. Please, some of us have issues with cleanliness. Cleanliness. Superannutation. Superannutation. Forward. Forward. Indeed, you were on your laptop. Despite. Despite. Capable. Capable. Clean. Cleanliness. Clean. Cleanliness. Problem. Problem. Cough. Cough. Cots. Cots. Expatiate. Expatiate. Walk. Walk. Sensitize. Sensitize. Calendar. Calendar. Validation. Validation. Capable. Capable. Excuse me. Advised. Advised. Involved. Involved. NEW has two pronunciation. You can go new and you can go new. Clarity. Clarity. Clarify. Clarify. Clarification. Clarification. Squint. Snot. Sniff. Okay, that's all. Necessary. Necessary. Pleasure. Pleasure. Scrunch. Scrunch. What are we supposed to practice in breakout rooms? We were all confused of what to do, but we all worked together and it was great. Maybe you were not listening to the instruction. I said what you were supposed to do over time. I said it like 2-3 times. You expected to read your passage, the sentences you worked on, the one I read before you went for the breakout room. You expected to read it to others. The one you did yourself. Box. Box. Infrastructure. Infrastructure. Scrutinize. Scrutiny. That second word, scrutiny, I'm not sure. I think I'm new to that word. Scrutiny. Scrutiny. I'm checking the dictionary. Yes, okay, I'm correct. Scrutiny. It means careful and complete example. Bird. Bird. Bed. Bed. Bus. Bus. Okay, Maureen. Do we have any more words that you'd like me to go through? Had. Heard. Heard is the past tense of hear. Heard. Focus. Focus. Teacher. Student. Certified. Teacher. Student. Certified. Chocolate. Chocolate. Advised. Advised. Blessed. It can also be pronounced as blessed. Ma'am, I pasted about 20 words to help me pronounce. Please send that to the group. Send those words to the group, Chinonso. Impeccable. Scholars. Because my laptop is almost, I have 16%. So please paste, I saw the list of words, but I saw it before class started. And I can't take questions first. So you can please send it to the group. My laptop is getting low already. Goose. Geese. Goes. Goose. Geese. Goes. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Jera. Jera. NAU, I'm new to this word. Let's check the dictionary. G-M-E-L-I-N-A. It's loading. The dictionary is loading. It's still loading. According to the dictionary, no exact match found for G-M-E-L-I-N-A in English. So please check your spelling again. Clear. Clear. It has a diphthong. Ear. Clear. Infiltration. Read. Road. Rough. Anniversary. Anniversary. Pleasure. Pleasure. Pressure. In pleasure, the S-U-R-E sounds J. In pressure, the S-U-R-E sounds sh. So one has the SH sound. Pressure has the SH sound. While pleasure has the ZH sound. Leisure. So pleasure, leisure, and vision, they have the same sound. Even genre, j, they have the j sound. Pleasure, leisure, vision. The spelling of vision is wrong. Genre. Then pressure, temperature, temperature rather, mission. So pressure and mission has the same pronunciation as well. That is the same ending sound, excuse me. Pressure and mission has the same consonant sound towards the end sound. And then we have temperature, temperature. Next we have beyond, beyond. Please, can we read our sentences for you to read? No, there is no time for that. We did that yesterday, pronouncing those words together. Today is for us to have it on the breakout session. Construction, construct. Is there a word like construction? I don't have contraction. I don't know of construction. Let's see if it exists so I can learn the meaning as well. Construction. Resonate. Resonate. According to my dictionary, there's no word like construction. Techno. Resonate. Almost. Almost. Along. Above. About. Like these four words, the words above the short sound. Along. Above. About. But in almost, the letter A makes a different sound. Almost. Along. Above. About. Like I said, send these list of words. These are all the words we learned tonight. I should go over them again. That's serious. Fatal, antenatal, breakfast, expatiate, cleanliness, necessary, calendar, forehead, capable, chocolate, work, despite, empty, estate, ego, market, kit, market, cost. Please let's confirm the patient. Which one is it? Castration. The word is castration. We're stressing the stray. castration, not castration. And we have cascade, cascade, castle, castle, advised. Please, I think it is advised and not T. Please clarify. I don't understand your question, Madam Uju. Advised is pronounced advised. The ED there, when you say it, it sounds like a T. I'm not talking about the spelling. When you pronounce the word, the ED sounds like a T. I'm not talking about the spelling, if that is what you're referring to. Concentrate, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, maybe, also, deal, real, dear, dare. Orchestration, excuse me. Extinction, consecration, distinction, intonation, volcanoes, statesman, journal, breach, beach. Okay, that's all words. Note my laptop would go off soon. Should it go off? Note that it's off. Please, do you have any other question you'd like me to attend to? Please send them in. Okay, you're saying it's advised. Okay, let's confirm. That is, you're saying that the S should sound like a Z. Let's confirm that. It's loading. Any other question? Okay, you're right. As a verb, the S sounds like a Z. So the ED there sounds like a D, advised. But if you're talking about the noun, ADVICE, then if you add the D, the ED will sound like a T. Thank you for that correction, madam. Dear. Dear. Thank you, Madam Joy. Blabbering. Black. Blabbing. Montessori. Montessori. I love you too, Maureen. Thank you. Any more questions, please? We have a few more minutes to go, but should my laptop go off, I apologize for that. Any more questions, please send. Protest. The second word, DELEGARE, please check again. Delegates, covenant. It's not convenant. There is no N after the O. It's covenant. Covenant and not covenant. Rambling. Orchestrate. Delegare. Let's check the dictionary. I don't know if that word exists. DELEGARE. According to the dictionary, the Oxford Learners Dictionary, no exact match found. Instrument. Vidich, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Let's learn together. The dictionary is loading. Vidmatch, there is no word like that in my dictionary. There is no word like that in my dictionary. What I have is bedstead. Bedstead is what I have. The wooden or metal frame. Oh, my laptop is going to go off any moment. Bedstead is spelled B-E-D-S-T-E-A-D. It's a noun. And it's the wooden or metal frame of an old-fashioned type of bed. I think I know that kind of bed. That was the kind of bed my grandma used. Bedstead. I love you too, Tessie. Thank you, ma'am. More grace and strength. Amen. Thank you, everyone. Well done. Abstinence. Embassy. Embassy or embassy. I think it's embassy. The S remains a S. Embassy. Embrace. Grace. Yes, embassy. The S remains a S. Embassy. Embrace. Grace. Convenient. Not con. The sure. Convenient. Congratulations. Condiment. Convert. This word, it can be a noun, it can be a verb, it depends. And contact. Aisle. A-I-S-L-E is pronounced aisle. Aisle. The aisle way. I'm a little bit late to join today. Sorry about that, Mujida. E-C-H-E-L-O-N. I'm consulting dictionary, NAU. Echelon. The word is pronounced echelon. E-C-H-E-L-O-N. The CH sounds like SH. It is a rank or position of authority in an organization or society. Echelon. Americans pronounce it as echelon. Diploma. I think that's all. My laptop will go off any moment from now. Ma'am, please, you have tried. Go ahead and get some rest. We love you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate your understanding. Okay, we have echo, even, and everyone. Echo, even, and everyone. So have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Thank you to Chidima. God bless you all. Clarence. Thank you, everyone. Please keep practicing. Remember, it's not enough to go through all of these stress and there is nothing to show up for it. It is disappointing that no matter what you do, some people will still not be satisfied. I understand that that is why we are human, but please, in your own corner, please practice with people around you. That is how to get results. I will be so glad if everyone can speak better at the end of all of this. Your time, your data, your energy is worth appreciating. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the understanding and patience. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. If you have other words, you can send them to the assignment group or the support group. I will be there to attend. Let's maintain the assignment group, please. Send the words to the assignment group. I will be there to give the pronunciation of those words. Thank you, everyone, and God bless all of you. Bye-bye. The replay will be sent soon. Maybe not immediately. I pray I can access it with my device, my phone. If yes, I will send it immediately.